So this is one of my first videos here. I recently purchased two JupiterBikes, the DLX versions. I already put one together. It was pretty straightforward, but I thought I'd just kind of demonstrate this one straight out of the box. Got some helpers here. Really didn't need much in the way of tools except for this 14mm wrench that basically serves for swapping the original seat, which definitely is not very comfortable, to their kind of more upgraded, beefier seat with a nice backlight, red light. So, and it should have came with this one as well. I haven't opened it up, so I hope it did. The bike's here. I'll start with the accessories box that came, and the turnaround time is really good. Communication was a little, well, I just didn't know until I called them because it didn't have shipping information when I made the purchase. So I reached out to them, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we're shipping it out. We usually just email the information." I'm like, "Okay," and got it fairly quickly. I'd say it's Saturday. I think I ordered them last Saturday, so it only took a week. So I ordered the case as well for backpack case. That's the stand to the upgraded seat. Everything's in here. It's a really nice Jupiter carrying case / backpack for it. It looks like it's a really good material. They definitely use something nice for it. It all says Jupiter on it, which is really cool. So probably weighs just about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 pounds at the most. Bought these specifically for our airplane, so if you can see me here, to put in the baggage compartment so we have a way to get around when we go certain places off the airport, places like Destin or Austin. I live here in Houston. So really nice bag, clips, pretty standard. I'll help her. Hopefully they won't bark. This is just before our dual hurricanes are coming. So it looks like it's got a nice pocket here, and then the one behind the clamp is where the bike goes. You can see it's actually quite a bit of room in there. So these things don't have a very large footprint, so that's why I really got them. I think they boast around 24, 25 pounds for the bike itself. You could probably add another 5 or 7 or 10 for all the accessories put together. Here is the seat. It's actually a really nice seat. I bike a lot here in Houston. We have a Cannondale and have a similar seat, not this, springy or anything, but definitely similar with the cutout. It's definitely a comfort thing. The backlight is really nice. There's a tab here. They just show you on their website. You just pull that to slide the little plastic tab out, and then you just put it back on. There it is. And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, three settings. But really nice. And it even has the directions right here on how to put the seat on, which I'll do. It's actually not very difficult, so pretty straightforward. Came with a front mount light for the bike, which is excellent. I ride around Houston with my own bike, and let me tell you, you want lights if you're going to be in any city. And that's all that came in that box. There we go. And the replacement clamp from the original seat, which you'll see, it's actually not very difficult to put on, but those will be too. That out of the way. Might help her. So the box definitely has some weight to it. Opens kind of, I don't know, in my opinion, it's kind of odd how they packaged it, but the sides are where it opens and you slide it out. There's some styrofoam in there, so it's actually pretty well protected. So I wasn't sure when I saw the condition of the box on how the postal folks, actually it came FedEx, if I remember, yeah, FedEx, how well it would be taken care of. So just kind of pops open. You get this really nice congratulations card, so that was kind of nice. Next adventure is pretty cool. So this is kind of where it got weird for me. This is the seat, not very, maybe for a little kid, not for an adult like me, 200 pounds. Packed okay. Let's take this styrofoam off. The power charging cables basically look like an old laptop cable, honestly, but I guess it's enough to do the charging. Charged mine up out of the box, didn't take long at all. I think we went out for an afternoon trip for about an hour and came back, it was fully charged. Definitely noticed a difference from what it was when I took it out of the box. This is the neon one, greenish one. And I got these colors mostly. I got an orange and this one. Got them to basically just to help be seen. If you've ridden bikes anywhere, you want people to see you. So here it is. Upside down. There she sits. Pretty straightforward putting it together. There's about 3 clamps. So you can watch the videos. They have a couple of videos on their website, and they're pretty straightforward. They tell you kind of how to do it. But essentially, you're just going to unfold it, and this is the main frame. Lock it down, and that's pretty straightforward. Then you've got your wheels here, and notice there are some locks here that allow you to lock the wheel into place once you spool it out here. So he was a lot better with it than I was, but he also worked there. This clamp's right here. And it basically just goes right here and clamps down. So once you get used to the kind of setup, probably only take you about a minute or so to do one. The other one's exactly the same. These are the steps for your feet. So you can see here it just spools out with the thing there. You see how the clamp just goes down here, and then you clamp it in. For all intents for purposes here, I'm just going to lock this just so it should move. There we go. And then here is the clamp for the top. Big thing is just remember which way they can turn. But it's kind of self-explanatory once you see it. And that's pretty much good. This one here has a clamp here. Just lift it up. The handlebars slide in. We've got adjustments here, I noticed, so that's good. So you can just, so if you need something tighter or whatever, but here it is without the seat on. So if you stick with just the seat that came with, I don't recommend it. It looks pretty flimsy with the plastic, but you know, mine came with the upgraded seat, but it was kind of weird because it actually sits this way long ways, which is not very comfortable. At least it wasn't for me when I got on it. But this is the bike. That lock doesn't seem to be locking. Oh, there we go. That's why. Now it's all locked in. No kickstand or anything, but you know, it's probably not a big deal just to lean it up against something or break it down into the pieces. The power button's right here. You press that to turn it on. There's a beep, little charging port here, and then you can lift it up and you can see it. Now, what I noticed when I was riding it, if you hold it, you'll hear a beep, and then it'll keep doing that. You can tap it to slow it down, or use the brake, which uses the motor and puts it in a kind of reverse, was my understanding, and It was actually pretty gentle reverse, so nothing crazy. The seat here basically just comes off with these clips. So if you're going to do the upgraded seat, you have to replace this piece and this piece, and it comes with it. So that's kind of where the Allen wrench came in. In fact, I didn't see. Oh, it's probably still in the plastic. There's a little Allen wrench for taking this piece off. It's actually on there pretty good. I don't, got some kind of stuff on there, but it took a bit of doing to get this thing to loosen. So they definitely put it on there, or this bike has been sitting in their warehouse for a long time. I don't know. I don't know how many of these things they sell. It's definitely a niche to want to have. I know they kind of started with, say, boats. Then they were at some of these RV shows, I noticed, and I actually came across them at Sun and Fun 2018 in Florida. So actually that came right out. The other one, you actually have to, the directions say, you know, clamp it on that and then twist it and then pull it out. This one I didn't have to do. You do have to take that out, but it did say. And then here they say, you know, just kind of break it off like that and it comes right off. The first one I did actually had to tap it with like a little screwdriver to get it to kind of just slide off. But that's good that it's on there nice and tight. So I was kind of doing a little something like that. But this one here, according to their directions, said just do that to loosen it off, and it came right off. So I think either way would work. So now that that's all free, you get the other piece, which is your replacement here, and it's pretty straightforward. There's a lip here, so you want to make sure you can only put it on one way, honestly. It's not that thing. There we go. Now it's nice and on there. So you've got this guy here. You're going to need to tighten back up because it's going to clamp that bar down onto the didn't have it quite as tight as I should have, but now I think it's, yeah, it's pretty good. So then you can just put the seat on and I'll open it back up. And I figure the more you do this, the easier it is as far as putting together and taking it apart. They said give it about an inch, half inch I think is what they said, to put it on there, and it just kind of latches down. But you'll notice it doesn't quite latch down, so you actually need to make sure you get this tightened up, which is what that's for. So undo it, give it a good couple of turns, and hopefully ram it back to its normal position. So now you probably got it. Yeah, that's good. Tighter than it needed to be. So undo that. One turn. There we go. And I only took that one. I'm a little taller, so I'm going to try and do a little higher, but match it to whatever works best for you, I guess. Something tells me I'm going to have to knock off. I don't guarantee that. Now, if you want to take it off, so you can see there's still a little play on that. But if you want to take it off, it may not work, or it may take you a little while. So there it is, just kind of sitting. The seat kind of tilts down, which can be adjusted with these. You've got some little teeth there that can be adjusted. So, but you have to undo all this. It's not too bad. I think I managed to kind of one thing I did notice are the pedals. I don't know if you can see this. The pedals here are kind of a hard plastic. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how good they'll be for how long without breaking. So I don't know if there's any type of upgrade that you can get, that they offer, but maybe they do. So let's see. Let me unlock this so I can actually turn it. Don't forget to do that. You might have some troubles. So this one hasn't been charged, so it's kind of slow. But there we go. Now you can see the braking. It's nice and slow, gentle braking. So if you got a good bit of momentum going, you're not going to think ahead about it. But this is the JupiterBike DXL, I believe, and pretty nice color. You know, not too shabby. Everything looks pretty good. This one looks like it's actually been, I don't know, this is all plastic right here, so this could just be from the box. Maybe I'll wipe it down and see, but I can see some scuffs here already. I think they were like $600 right now, and I thought I'd put it up on YouTube for everybody to see. Next one will be actually putting it in my plane, in the baggage compartment, Piper Comanche. So pretty standard baggage compartment. And we'll see how it goes. I'll catch y'all with the next video.